Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and in this video we will create a condition based approval workflow wherein I will be having two departments, and if an IT department is selected it will go to a different user for approval, and if HR department is selected it will go for approval to a different user. So this will be the chart I'll show you. So we'll have a choice column on top, and if IT is selected it will go for approval to this user, and if HR is selected the item will go for approval to this user. Okay, so the conditions are very simple. This is my SharePoint site. This is the department column, and in this department column we'll have the HR and IT. These are two departments, so these are the default choices. Sorry, not the default, but I have put it here. Okay, and the approval. So what I want is that whenever an item is it's approved or it's rejected or it's in pending state or it's in progress state, I want this approval column should be updated as well. So I have these values here: pending, in progress, reject, and approved. Okay, these are the values here, and I have put it pending as the default. So what I want is that every item which is put in this list, it will have pending as a default state. Okay, so these are two columns which I have created, but in today's part I will be recording this video in two parts. So for today's part we'll only use this department column. Okay, so let's go to flow. I hope everyone knows how to go to flow. If not, I'll tell you that you just need to click on this app drawer section. In this app drawer section you just need to click on power automate, and then when you click on it, it will come up on this page. This is the power automate page. Okay, now what I want is that whenever an item is created, so it means that we need to give an input first, only then it will trigger. So the flow type which we need to choose here is that is instant cloud flow, which clearly says that trigger manually as needed. Okay, so I will select this. You can give it any name if you like. I'll just give this a name. Okay, the name will be very much simple: department approval flow. Okay, I've given this name, and what I want is whenever an item is created or modified, the uh, flow should trigger. Okay, so look for let's look for the input which we need: created or modified. Okay, so it seems that it is not here, but not a problem though. We can go ahead and add that trigger, okay, after creating the flow. So the flow is getting created right now. Okay, so this is the modern view, and I'm pretty much familiar, or I like the classic view uh, more, so I'll switch it to classic view. However, it does not matter whether you are in the classic view or the modern view, the functioning will remain same, and the actions or the steps will remain same. Okay, so if you remember, we just give it a name to the flow, we did not add anything. So what I want is an action. So when an item is created, so I will just type in created. Okay, and let's see how many triggers are here. Okay, and how many triggers we can see. What we need is item is created or modified, this one. So when an item is created or modified, I will select this. Okay, now it's asking me to put up an address. So the address is this, the modern test. Okay, this is the address which I need, and I'll just put up here. Okay, test modern. So this is I have, and I will select this. The list name I need to add in the list name. So the list which I have created is flow test. Okay, this is specially created for this test only. I will select this flow test. Okay, so the list has been selected. Now what we need is we need a condition. okay, because we are creating an approval flow based upon the conditions. So now it's time to put up the conditions. Okay, so I will select this control option here. Okay, and what I need is a condition, so I'll select this condition. Okay, so I have this yes or no condition. It means that what happens if your condition is met, and what should happen if your condition is not met. All right, so I just need to put up a value here that uh, based upon the value of the condition. So the input, the output should go like if your condition is met, okay, and if your condition is not met. So what we need is we need the department value, okay. So we need a value. So department is my column, okay. I need the value of it. So I'll select this department, or else you can also type in, okay, this department column I have, but I need the value of this, okay. So what I want is department value, okay, and if the department value is IT, okay, then if it is yes, then what should happen, then an approval flow should trigger, okay. So I will mention here approval, okay, and what we need is start and wait for approval, okay. What we want is that approval should start, and until and unless the approval is being approved, then only take any action, okay. And then approver type, everyone should respond. It actually depends upon you, whatever you want. So I usually prefer this one, approve or reject, everyone must approve, the very first thing, okay. And what I want is that uh, it should have some title, please approve the item, okay. And if you want to add some dynamic content, you can do that as well, and in later videos I will show you how to put up dynamic content in these approvals and in emails as well, okay. But this time let's keep it like this, okay. Let's keep it text only. Let's do not add into dynamic. Let's not go into dynamics. So this will be my email address wherein the approval should go, okay. I will just assign to, okay. So the first is completed, and now let's move to the another condition, okay, wherein it says if department is equal to IT, then this should happen. If not, okay, if not, what we want is that it should be an HR, okay. So I'll just add one more condition here, okay. I'll come up here, I'll select control condition, and what I want is that department value is equal to HR. It should be HR, okay. What should happen then, an approval flow should trigger, okay. I'll come up here and I'll select this approval, okay. Start and wait approval, start and wait for an approval, okay. What I want is approve, okay. I'll come up here, scroll down, okay. Please approve the item, okay. And where I want is I want this assigned to is being pasted. I have selected this, okay. Rest everything will remain same, okay. Now let's go over once again with this flow, okay. So it says when an item is being created or modified in this in this list and this site, this modern site, okay, if department value is IT, so what should happen is then it should trigger an approval flow. Okay, start and wait for approval until and unless this Rahul Bagel, okay, this does not approve or this approve the item, then only it will perform the next action. And if in case if it is not IT, okay, then just check if the department value is equal to HR, and yes, if it is equal to HR, then perform this action, send an approval to Rahul test. Okay, so this is the first stage of this, and we can check if anything wrong with the flow or not. Okay, the flow is just fine. I'll just save this. Okay, so the initial setup has been done, the flow is created, it's been set up now. Okay, the conditions are being put up here, and the next thing is to try if it actually works or not. Okay, so in the second part we will check if the flow is actually working or not. Okay, so meet you in the next video. Bye.